You're about to see relationships and yourself differently. What if I told you the moment you stop being emotionally available to everyone, your entire life changes? Carl Jung, one of the most legendary psychologists of all time, revealed a truth most people never realize. The more you give people your energy, the more they drain you. But the opposite is also true when you pull back. When you stop being the emotional lifeline for everyone else, everything shifts, your power returns, your mind clears. And for the first time, you finally meet yourself. Let me ask you something. How many times have you said yes when your soul was screaming no? How often do you end up in draining conversations, toxic relationships, or endless scrolling feeling exhausted, but guilty for pulling away? Here's the hard truth. Most people live their entire lives like emotional ATMs, constantly giving out energy, attention, validation, until one day they're empty. And worse, they don't even know why. But Jung warned us. The biggest burden a child can carry is the unlived life of its parents. And today, that burden has grown. It's no longer just about family, it's about everyone pulling at you. Coworkers, friends, strangers online. People who want your energy but never give anything back. So here's what we're doing today. We're diving deep into why your emotional availability is secretly holding you back, and how Jung's teachings can help you reclaim your life. Jung didn't just study the mind, he mastered it. Carl Jung understood something most modern self-help books miss completely. People don't just fear failure, they fear themselves, their true selves. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. Think about that. We stay busy, we over-engage, we drown ourselves in distractions. Not because we have to, but because we're afraid of silence. Because silence reveals the truth. And here's what happens when you stop being so emotionally available. Jung believed that society operates like a psychological hive mind. We think we're making our own choices, but most of the time we're just repeating patterns, trends, beliefs, expectations passed down from culture, family, media. And the more emotionally available you are, the more plugged in you stay, the more you lose your individuality. But when you step back, when you create space, you start hearing your voice again, not the voice of your parents, not the voice of social media, your own. And that's where the real self begins. 2. You activate your shadow self. This was Jung's most controversial and most powerful idea. The shadow is everything you repress, the anger, the desire, the creativity, the power you've been taught to hide. Most people run from it. But when you stop distracting yourself with other people's needs, demands, and validation, your shadow speaks, and it doesn't whisper, it roars. It tells you who you really are, what you really want, what you're truly capable of. Facing your shadow isn't comfortable, but it's the birthplace of freedom. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. 3. You become a psychological fortress. Jung spent years in solitude at Bollingen Tower, not to escape, but to master himself. When you stop being available to everyone, you don't become cold, you become clear. You repel energy vampires, attract higher quality people, gain unshakable focus. Speak less but with more impact. Your silence becomes power because silence is where clarity lives. So, how do you actually do this? Jung wouldn't just tell you to set boundaries. He'd give you a path to psychological freedom. Here's how to start. Step 1. Use the selective blackout technique. Stop responding immediately to every text, call, or DM. Don't explain. Don't over-apologize. Train people to respect your time and presence. This isn't rude, it's psychological differentiation. It tells the world, I own my energy. Step 2. Enter hermit mode. Temporarily. Spend at least 1 hour a day in total solitude. No phone, no distractions, just you. Let your subconscious speak. This is where transformation and genius happens. Step 3. Master the art of non-reaction. Next time someone tries to trigger you, pause. breathe, smile, say nothing. Don't react. Observe. People who drain you will feel unsettled by your silence. But the right people, they'll respect it. Real talk. What happens when you stop being available? Here's what you'll notice when you take back your energy. Some people will get angry, they were using you. Some will disappear, they never saw the real you. A few will lean in closer, they're your tribe. And most importantly, you'll feel different. More focused, more creative, more you. You'll realize that your constant emotional availability was actually keeping you small. And when you stop handing out your energy for free, you rise. About isolation, it's about liberation. You're not doing this to push people away. You're doing it to finally meet the person you've ignored for years, yourself. This is what Jung meant when he talked about individuation, the process of becoming whole. It starts with awareness, it deepens with solitude, and it ends with power, not over others, but over yourself. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, stop being emotionally available to everyone. Watch what happens. Track who gets upset. Track who respects your new energy. Track how your mind sharpens, and your soul starts to speak again. And remember this: who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. Carl Jung. Stop giving your life away. Meet yourself. Reclaim your energy. Your real life begins on the other side of silence. If this message resonates, drop a comment, share it, and start your 7-day challenge. Your transformation has already begun. Subscribe for more on Jungian psychology, shadow work, and reclaiming your inner power.